Well, hello everyone. You have right here, and this right here will be like an example right here of like for an advertisement, like for anything that's related to like a Kohl's advertisement right here. And I use this right here, my Photoshop work here, just to represent for the Black Friday sale, over there at Kohl's. And you can see right here, I went and put together right here is what whenever you use your Kohl's charge, you save an extra 25%, and then for everything at $50 or more that is spent, that you would receive $15 Kohl's cash. So I know a lot of customers on that Thursday night, that whenever the stores opened, that quite a few of them were had their coupons ready, and then also that they had that the Kohl's cash. I'm like, yeah, that a lot of times those customers would not be able to receive the Kohl's cash until after they made a purchase. And so it seems like that a lot of customers will say, yeah, whenever you get the Kohl's cash, and then sometimes it don't start, the Kohl's cash does not begin until about 2 or 3 days later after the shopping day. And say the customers a lot of times say, yeah, we'll come back and then just to be able to use your Kohl's cash. But this sign right here that I went and put together using Photoshop, and if you can see that right there, it says on here, when you use your Kohl's charge, you save an extra 25%. And whenever I was typing this, it was they say that the sign would say save an extra 15%, not 25%, and for every $50 or more spent. So whenever I was looking at this, I printed this out if this was supposed to be like a sign, and I know that it was taped up at the register for about 4 hours after store opening. So it seems like that sign that was at the register, and want to know just a little bit to where so something like that anything that you think that you'll be able to find it useful for the Thursday and Friday morning Black Friday sale at the retail stores. And if it's Walmart or anywhere else, Macy's or anywhere like that. But whenever I had this sign at that register, I can remember that one of the first items that was sold was the Sony PlayStation 4. So it only took about maybe 5 minutes, just for that customer to be able to make the purchase of whichever that they wanted, and yeah, that he or she would be walking around in the store for about 5, maybe 10 minutes, and before that, and then they were ready to check out. And then it's like, yeah, that person, that customer was looking for a certain item there at the store that they were wanting to pick up, and then they would be able to check out from there. You'll go to the checkout. But this sign right here that I thought was pretty helpful, but still though that I know that one, the shopping carts didn't last very long either. So it's like, say, yeah, whenever the stores opened right around 5 o'clock, 5:30 on that Thursday night, that the shopping carts weren't at the same at the spot very long. But still though that looking at for the extra savings of 25%, you say, yeah, it would actually show the 15%. But then where's this extra, if you've done the math, where's this extra 10% come from? But I could also calculate too that yeah, if you're going to be making additional purchases, let's just say that within about 4 or 5 hours on that day, that if you're up at the store maybe 2 or 3 times within a certain time of the hour, between every maybe 20 or 25 or so hours, that you're going to be in there between times doing some shopping, and then that you'll see some additional savings. But whenever I was working this Photoshop work right here, I had to print off at least 3 times just for it to make a little bit more sense. You just gotta put this in order, because before it was like mainly concentrating on how much money you had to spend just to be able to earn that Kohl's cash, just to be able to earn the Kohl's cash. And a few customers were pretty confused about that, and about when it started and all that. But anyway, I remember, the Sony PlayStation 4, and I think a few other kitchenware items that they were sold between hours. But anyway, I know that putting that sign together right there, that it's just something that I thought that it would help boost I'm like, yeah, show other customers, but really though, without looking at the catalogs and just stay updated about exactly about anything about mail-in rebates. And I know a few items that you do shop for at those certain sales. There will be some items that would have a rebate included. But anyway, way I think about it too, that you're likely thinking that okay, you go ahead and do your shopping, and then want to know just a little bit too, to where that sometimes that if you don't earn Kohl's Cash, and they say that well, you have to spend 50 or more just to be able to earn it. But still, though, whenever you use your Kohl's Charge, and whenever you're able to redeem points also, and I know that I kept thinking too whenever I was putting the sign together right here. It says 25%, and I just don't really think that it's really accurate. But still though, if we were actually do the math, that was that possible to where it improved the sales just a little bit. But I just really think also that the best of luck to everybody whenever you're going to be showing up for work, like on a Friday night, early Friday. On a Thursday night, you're showing up for work on any time during your work shift. If you're going to be working at any sort of retail store, like during the holidays, Thanksgiving holidays and Christmas holidays, it's all about what's called the best of luck, to where that to help improve the sales, and just to kind of give everybody a good thumbs up, just to be able to get a good start of their of their work, of their shift, and just knowing about go from there. But anyway, it's like talk about for extra sales, and I know that some of those purchases that only took about maybe 5, maybe 7 minutes or so just to be able to make a purchase, but still, that I know that going up to the register and this sign will be taped up to at that monitor and screaming at the register. So it's like that. There's like nothing on the sign that says anything about debit, credit only. I guess some purchases on that Thursday night would only work through with credit. If you run the transaction through as credit, then it would work, but just not as debit. So I know that a few of the registers were having problems, and a few other customers were even mentioning about even over there at the mall that there were registers there that weren't working properly. But anyway, no problems get resolved. But whenever you use your Kohl's Charge, you save an extra 20. So yeah, that's like a sign that I went ahead and made based on my graph. But still, I know that that's just something to kind of give everybody luck about, for whenever they boost the sales. But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.